Dino, Christine, thank you so much for being here with us for the podcast.
Thank you.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to get into this. But since I've got both of you on, which is so wicked, I'd love to touch on how you two are working together in support of one another's careers.
Do you want to touch on that or you want me to? I mean, we completely support each other doing individual stuff. We do have like a project together called Social Experiment that we're releasing like an EP and some music with that. And that's like majority of what we're doing with our musical time. But I mean, being that we're two vocalists and musicians in general, we absolutely support each other in everything that we do. For working with other artists and performing, I'm always there to support, and kind of vice versa with her as well. So I don't know. It's good to have like a musical relationship.
Yeah, definitely. We actually just performed on the same stage at Eternal, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, tell me about that. What was that experience like?
It was crazy. It was my first thing since a high school talent show, and there was about 5,000-6,000 people. It was 2 days after my birthday on a full moon during the sunset with one of my best friends. So when I first got on, it was really nerve-wracking because I wasn't sure if I was going to do really good or like mess up any notes, because the night before I wasn't really sure how the microphone worked. I did the pre-party the night before. And as soon as I got on there and the flames came up, I just felt home. The whole entire first third of the crowd was singing my song and like holding their hearts, and it just felt really reassuring. Yeah, it was really amazing. And Dino was standing right behind me. He was helping me practice the whole time. He was helping me breathe, anything that I needed. He was super supportive of the whole situation.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I got to play like tour manager role instead of like performer role. That's so I was like helping her on the stage, making sure all her stuff's there, and like it's pretty hilarious. It was cool. It was very cool.
Yeah, it's nice to have that opportunity to get that perspective. Hey, as vocalists, do you ever find it actually more nerve-wracking to only be performing to a few people versus?
Yeah, actually, absolutely.
I think it's way harder to perform just to a small room. Yeah. When you have a small room, like a few people there kind of just staring at you really close, that's way more nerve-wracking than have like a huge crowd. I mean, at least for me, like it's like that. It's more nerve-wracking, absolutely.
Everyone was asking me, they're like, are you going to be more nervous since you haven't done anything? And I always said, I'm like, no, it's going to be so much easier with like a mass there than just a few people, because then you see those individual eyes looking at you, and it's just like, I don't know, it's more balancing. I feel like when there's a larger crowd, it's just like home, honestly. Like it felt exactly how I thought it was going to feel.
You've been with Insomniac forever and seen for all the big names, and people know you as such, but you're actually also the guy behind a lot of the Insomniac videos. How did that come to be?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's true. I've been with Insomniac since I think like 1998. And playing for them as a performer. But I mean, through all that, I've been doing video editing and like different audio design and stuff like that for other companies and whatnot. And like just by chance, we were hanging out with Pasquale and Bunny, and Bunny had said that they needed like a new video editor. They had some openings for video editing. And I'm like, oh, I do that. And they're like, wait a minute, you MC and do that? And I'm like, yeah, that's my daytime thing usually. So through that, I went in and kind of tried out and did some videos for them, and then started working in the office and doing some of the video trailers and some of the sound design for the trailers, and like started working on the whole video team, which is an amazing team, by the way. And that's how I started doing that. It was kind of chance, but amazing. Like, that the best thing is to work for the company that you truly love working for, so the fact that I could do my music and video for the same company was just amazing. So I'm still doing that for them. I'm doing, I had a series they have called Golf Cart Confessions. It was kind of like an interview series with artists on the back of a golf cart through the festival. I edit all that and still do some other stuff for them. So I'm still doing a lot of video editing and sound design for them, but I love it. It's great. Weird chance, but it's perfect.
I love that. I love how so many artists have these other aspects to their career that people don't really know about, or then they learn about it and they're like, you're a creative in all different spaces. This is amazing.
Yeah. And it's cool. Like Pascal's very into like trying to keep a lot of the old like ravers doing jobs for him, because, they know the heart of the scene. They kind of know what the scene is about. So have mostly those people type of working for him. It's definitely what he's all about. Like, yeah.
Well, and like from the music side of things, you're a high demand MC. You're featured on tons of tunes. Hell, international acts come in and they're like, we want Dino. What do you feel has brought you to this point in your career?
A shitload of hard work, a bunch of failed relationships, and small amounts of money. No, I mean, just I've been emceeing since I think like '97, and when I first started, I was horrible, but I kept at it and got I guess got a lot better. And then when a lot of these acts, I was fortunate to work with a guy named DJ Fury in Colorado. So him and I were throwing a club night, so we would book a lot of these really huge acts. I would get the opportunity to MC for them. And like doing that started a whole bunch of relationships that kind of just lasted a long time. So that when they did know they'd come into America and they could not bring either British MC or one of their people from home, that they at least have a guy there that they trust to be good on the mic and not overpower the music or just be horrible. So getting that reputation has helped me through everything. Like knowing that they were working with somebody who's actually good allowed them to always call me and when they're on tour, and allowed me to do a lot of American traveling and do a lot of big shows, which is great. And then through that like a lot of the promoters started learning that I was definitely a good MC and had talent, so they would start booking me on their own and kind of just snowball from there. It's kind of crazy. I'm still shocked I'm where I'm at. Like I'm still shocked that drum and bass is still alive. I'm very happy of it, but still shocked drum and bass is still alive and doing so well, and I am fortunate and able to keep doing stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
It's always nice when people realize there can be some revenue streams in a scene, especially like drum and bass. I was talking to Zardanek about this, and he's like, yeah, it's pretty cool when you can make music off, or you can make money off of the scene. So
yeah, and that wasn't even the point when I first started. When I first started emceeing, everything was for free. I didn't get paid at all. Like it took me years to fight to get paid for it and to show the promoters that there's a reason to have an MC and a reason to pay for that MC and whatnot. So yeah, there's a lot of time with no money. I'm fortunate now that I have a name that's done it long enough that I, when they want to book me, they know they have to pay something, at least expenses and, more than that or whatnot. So it's good. It's fortunate.
Christine, I would love to talk about what you're currently working on and where you'd like to see it go.
In music-wise, I just did another track for Champagne Drip's next EP. I'm working with this guy, Effin, and a few others. And basically what I want to do is a bunch of features with a bunch of different people that play the festival circuit. And then I'll do like guest performances on each, over time. And then probably in about a year or so, maybe, who knows, I'll have my own set with my own DJ, and I'll be playing all the tracks from the features from all the people that are already playing the festivals. So I'm just really trying to set myself up for the festival circuit. And then us as well, our group is going to be kind of a live band with a drummer and DJ, and hopefully he'll be doing keyboard as well because he's an amazing piano player. And we'll just be doing the same thing, festival circuit, live shows, and just see where that goes. I mean, you don't really have a projection on how it's going to be, but we have good intuition. It's good music. It's really good music.
Do you have any particular workflow for yourself when you are preparing and or writing for these tracks and performances?
I kind of listen when someone sends me a track and we don't do one that starts from scratch. I listen to it over and over and over until certain feelings and words pop out, and then I'll write around those words. And like each person wants either like a one line or like a build up. It just depends on the kind of feeling of the song. And if it's going to be used as something that's like a one line, then you put a lot of ad libs in it and just harmonies. So I guess it just depends on the track, but I definitely start with the feeling and like a single word, and then you just write around that. If it's us starting it together, he just kind of makes a beat, and then just a melody will just come out. We write pretty fast. We'll do like a song or two a day.
Oh man, that's so insightful. I love that. What emotion is this? And then writing around that. I love that. For the two of you, I'd love to hear what you feel the driving force is behind the projects that you're doing.
Passion, for sure. It's just the love of like we have to create art, and like if we don't, it's like we're like, ah! So we're just creating art just because it's like that's what we have to do.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't know if a lot of other artists go through the same thing as us, but like if we don't create art within a few days, we get aggro. We get it's like working out. Like we have to do music, or else it just sticks in our head and we end up fighting or something weird. It's hilarious.
Totally. But if we're doing it every day, we're just like in the best moods, like best relationship, just so happy. It just feels, it's like getting out aggression and sadness and happiness and inspiration all at the same time.
Love that. It's your hangry.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
should start like a singing therapy. Like if,
Yeah.
like if couples aren't doing good, they could just sing to each other,
Yeah.
and maybe that'll help.
Or like rap out their aggression or
Rap,
something.
yeah, rap out the aggression. That'd be amazing.
Because we both sing and rap, so
To end off this amazing podcast interview off, I would love to hear you guys plug anything that you've got coming out that you're really passionate about, that you want people to check out.
A bunch of shows coming up. October 4th, I'm playing Dirty Bird with Dillinger and Adam F., which will be amazing. I can't wait for that one. After that, we have Accelerated in LA. I think it's October 27th with Dillinger again, and a whole bunch of Moppy Swift, a whole bunch of others. So I'm very excited about that.
we're also in the process of filming our music videos, and it's kind of a whole entire story connected to each other. So as soon as that's done, then our EP is going to come out. But it's kind of like each video is set up to go into the next one and its entire story. And the first one starts us off as us jumping off of a cliff. So it's kind of like dying and being reborn again. So that'll be interesting to see the concept and how people really draw it into it.
It's like a mixtape, mix video tape.
Mixed videotape.
Mixed
Ooh, there's a new genre.
videotape.
That's
Yes,
good.
that's good.
You get 10% now.
Well, it's funny because like my first mixtapes were literally VHS.
Oh, nice.
Video tape. So
Nice.
that's so funny. Dino, was there something else you wanted to talk about that I'm forgetting? You're talking about like the record.
Oh, we can talk about my early Playgirl career. I used to pose a lot. It was hard times for money. No, I was joking. The group I have called Follow the Sun, we just released an EP, which is very proud of. It's a 4-song or 3-song EP that's out now on Beatport and all the other major channels. But it's a project I started with this guy named David Hiller. He goes by Dr. Apollo. And it's just really good, heavy drum and bass, EP. There's no emceeing on it. It's just all doing full production, me and him. And just trying to get some momentum with that, get that going. I think that's about it.
Also, my artist name is Crystalline, if anybody wants to look me up as well. That's where you can find my music.
We'll make sure to link that all for people to check out. Yes. Thank you so much for taking the time to come.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.